Hello, everyone. I am creating a video to go over, what we're doing this week, what we've done in previous weeks, and some things that lie ahead. I have my granddaughter with me today. This is Usti, and she's she's a mess. But I'm happy to have her with me this morning. So I'm just introducing y'all to her. I'm going to set her down on the floor here so I can finish what I need to say, and hopefully she allows me to do that. Well, I want to start off by recapping what we've done so far in this course. Obviously, we did introductions, and then I had you fill out that student business profile, which was a way to allow me to get to learn a little bit more about you, your previous entrepreneurial experience, and a little bit more about what you hope for the future. You then went through the business idea generation course, and hopefully you found that useful to help you generate some ideas, even if you had a business idea. I was hoping that that course would give you, maybe some more ways that you could take that business idea and expand it. Then you did a business idea evaluation. And so you had 3 business ideas that you evaluated based on your lifestyle, your values, your skills, what it is that would make you happy, what it is that you need for a business to give you um, in your personal life. And then we read chapter 1 of the Indianpreneurship book. And again, all that was really focused on, examining your values, your lifestyles, what skills that you have, and what skills you might be lacking that you need to work on if you're going to operate a business. Then we did the SBA course, the 10 steps to start a business. And I know that covered like a whole range of things, but it's just a good introduction to some other things that we're going to be doing this semester. By then, you should have already decided on a business idea that you're going to move forward in the class with. So this is the business idea that everything that you do in this class should be based around that one set business idea. Because everything that we're doing, all of these chapter pullouts, any research, all of that is part of the final feasibility study that's due at the end of the course. So this week we're actually in chapter 3 of the Indianpreneurship book, and chapter 3 is all about market research. A lot of people get really scared, when you say the word market research. It's a lot. There's so many ways to conduct market research, and it can become quite overwhelming. But what I thought I would do for this class to help determine the feasibility of your business idea is have you do primary market research, which is when you're going out and you're collecting the information yourself instead of secondary research, like you may read an article or an industry report. It's information that somebody else has already put together. That's what we call secondary market research. And you'll learn that term when you read the chapter. But primary research is, a lot of times when you're trying to determine, is my business idea feasible, this is one of the best methods to use. So that's why I'm going to have you do a customer survey. And so what you're going to do this week is you're actually going to create the survey. And what I want you to do is create it in Google Forms. So hopefully everyone has a Google account. If you have a Gmail address, you have a Google account. If you don't know if you have a Google account, please reach out to me and I'll help you set one up, because you are going to have a Google account to do this. And within your Google account, there is a Google app called Google Forms. And that's what we're going to use to design our survey and later on actually launch it. So what you're going to do this week is, create a Google form. You're going to write an introduction for your survey that just explains, why you're conducting the survey, what you want to answer, who you want to answer it. Sorry about that. I'm trying to see my notes and my glasses are bifocals, so it's a little hard for me to see that. So anyway, so why are you conducting the survey? You know, what type of people do you want to take the survey? How do you plan to use the survey results? And also you need to state whether the survey is anonymous or not. And I actually have an example. So when you open the homework assignment, you're going to see everything that I'm saying here is typed out in the homework assignment. And there's actually an example that I give for a customer survey that my sister once did. And your survey should include 5 to 10 questions, and these questions should be questions that is going to help you determine if your business idea is feasible. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create all of that in Google Forms, and then you're going to submit to me your assignment, which includes your introduction to the survey, all of your survey questions, and a link to your Google survey form. So please make sure that you're putting the link to that form in your assignment, and make sure you are setting that Google form link permissions so that I can access it. There is a video, by the way, that I have also put in the module for this week that tells you how to create a Google form and share it and all of that. Okay, I'm not going to go over the rest of it because, like I said, all the instructions are there in the homework assignment. I will go ahead and explain that there's actually 2 parts to this assignment. So this first part is creating the survey itself. And then the second part of the assignment is actually launching the survey. So this is something you are going to you're going to post it on social media. You're going to email it to people. You're going to go out and stand on the street corner, however you want to collect survey responses, but you are actually going to launch the survey. And then that part of the survey is actually going to be due in week 10. So, you know, it's coming up, so don't delay. You know, once you get the form put together and I have a chance to review it and provide you feedback, at that point, once you have my go ahead, then you need to make sure that you're figuring out a way to launch that survey to get some survey results. Finally, another assignment that we're going to do this semester is an entrepreneur interview. And one of the reasons I have you do an entrepreneur interview is because, you know, you can do all the research in the world, but maybe you still aren't going to know what is it really like to run this kind of business. So I think the best way to learn that is to actually talk to someone who is operating a business similar to the one that you want to start. So you can get to know from them kind of some of the ins and outs that you're not going to be able to really get from any other type of research. So be thinking about someone that you can interview. Again, what I really want is for you to interview an entrepreneur that is operating a business similar to what it is that you want to start. And if you need help, reach out to me and I'll try to help connect you with an entrepreneur. But you know, I guarantee everything. I don't think there's been a business idea in here that that other people are not doing. So it really shouldn't be that difficult. And I think that, you know, as long as you explain, you know, that you're a student at this is an assignment, you know, could they take 30 minutes of their time to have a call with you, Zoom or whatever, or even an in-person interview. A lot of people, you know, entrepreneurs like to talk about their business. They really do. So even though it kind of sounds like, oh my gosh, I hate to ask somebody to do that, entrepreneurs love it, especially if they are successful entrepreneurs. Then they look for opportunities to brag about themselves and share information with other people. Personally, never had a problem. No one's ever turned me down and said no. Uh, okay, so